What is up, ladies and gents? Welcome to the BigBC Finance Channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Jasmy and why I'm super bullish here on this token. Of course, over the past few weeks, we've seen this beautiful pump here on Jasmy, nearly a 4x in the space of a few weeks. And we've seen a little bit of consolidation. We've seen the price come down just a bit over the past few days, looking something a little bit like this. So in this video, I'm just going to discuss why I'm still bullish here on Jasmy and my price prediction for Jasmy in the coming weeks and months. And before we start, of course, if you're looking for a place to buy and trade Jasmy, then look no further than MEX Exchange. This is the exchange that I've been using since I started here on YouTube. Some of the reasons why I love it is because it's got some of the lowest fees. It doesn't require KYC and plenty of other reasons as well. So of course, if you want to start, then use the link in my description down below. It's as simple as just putting in an email and your password, such as this, filling that all out, and boom, you've got yourself an account on MEX. So if you want to support the channel, then do use the link in the description down below. Thank you guys, and let's get started on this video. Now, basically, what we're seeing here on Jasmy, like I say, in the shorter term is some sort of retracement from the 6 cents level down to 4.6 cents. So some of the people that may be concerned right now is if a top blasted there at 6 cents. However, generally speaking, we're still holding up pretty well at this level. You know, this has been a few days and we haven't dropped that far. If this pump was not going to be sustained, if we saw something like this, for example, then of course that would be pretty bad here on Jasmy. This is kind of what we saw in the bear market. We saw these pumps completely retrace back down to where they started, but we're in a bull market and this is a good retracement. You know, the price has come down a bit, and like I said in my previous video, it could be that we see some form of consolidation. That would be kind of normal, and that would help us kind of spring up to our next leg upwards here on Jasmy. And the reason I said that we're bullish here on Jasmy is because we still are seeing a beautiful pattern here in play. We drew in my last video a neckline that kind of went like this. And this is quite a precise neckline here. You can see that it sort of, you can see that it uses this as a peak here. We've got another peak here. And we've got an area, as you can see, where the price came to touch it. And as soon as it touched the neckline, it retraced quite a bit of the way down before shooting itself back above this neckline here. So this is an important level here on Jasmy. This line in gray is probably one of the most important things that I'm looking at right now. And the main reason why I'm bullish here on Jasmy is because the price is still well above this gray line. This is something that I'm monitoring very closely. Of course, I love the setup on this chart, and I am still holding my position here in Jasmy. Of course, I'll talk about the target in a second, but just looking here on the short term, this is what I'm watching here. So if the consolidation looks like this, for example, that is absolutely fine. However, if we do lose this level, if we drop down back below this gray line here, then that would be quite a bit of a shame. Of course, it doesn't mean the end for Jasmy here, since we still have a lot of other bullish signs, but it just invalidates the setup that I believe could happen here on Jasmy for the near future. And that setup, of course, is the fact that we've got this beautiful head and shoulders pattern. Look at this, kind of just taking this whole price activity on Jasmy over the last few years and making a beautiful head and shoulders and such a clean breakout from that neckline that's been building up for the past few years here on Jasmy. Some of you down in the comments also said it was a cup and handle. That can also be true. The fact that we've got a nice dome down here, the fact that we came up to the resistance up here, we formed sort of a handle, and then the price started the breakout like this once again. So the price target from the cup and handle and the head and shoulders are exactly the same. The price target being the lowest point here on the chart, which I believe was at the end of 2022, all the way to where the resistance is. And of course, if we just drag this target to where we saw the breakout here on Jasmy, we should expect to see a price of 76 cents according to the head and shoulders or the cup and handle pattern that we're seeing here on Jasmy. Now that is extremely bullish. That's basically a 17x on your money if this pattern is to be respected. Now, of course, that's going to be a massive push to get Jasmy up there. So like I say, there are some levels where I think there could be some resistance, which might be a good idea to take profits if you are trying to trade Jasmy. The first one being this level here, where we saw the last peak on Jasmy at 8 cents. It's not a very strong resistance here, but it could be a place where we might see the price for example, do something like this, we get up to 8 cents. We see some resistance at this level before going higher. Now, the next main level that I'm looking at is actually this one here, 33 cents. There's this smaller one at 12 cents as well. But I believe because there isn't much trading activity here on Jasmy, if we have a look at this coin here, all of the trading activity, almost all of the trading activity on Jasmy was in this region below where the neckline is right now, below roughly the 5 cent level. So it's kind of cool because the price now is almost above where all the trading activity has occurred on Jasmy. And once we get above that level, it's similar to being in kind of price discovery mode. But of course, we do have these beautiful targets here. Like I say, 8 cents to begin with. We've got one at 33 cents, which is the previous high in 2021 on Jasmy. And the final target there on Jasmy, which I believe is 76 cents. So these are some of the levels that I'm maybe watching on the way up here on Jasmy. Of course, really what happens in Jasmy depends on the wider crypto markets as well. So if things start to look bad, when Jasmy gets to 8 cents, for example, if Bitcoin starts to take a dive, then this might be a pretty good area to take quite a few of your profits out. Same thing goes for 33. If we get to 33 and the whole crypto market starts to reverse, then again, might be a good place to take some profits. But of course, if conditions allow for it, then this would be the final boss up here at 76 cents. So really exciting stuff here on Jasmy. It's a beautiful setup, one of the best charts that I've seen here. Of course, every other factor here on Jasmy is looking good. We're well above that moving average there. We've got the MACD and the RSI pointing very bullish. Still, we haven't had any sell signals on the longer term charts here. And same thing goes for RSI really. If we have a look at the RSI, then the RSI is actually dropped below the overbought region here on the 1 day chart. Actually looking very, very nice. We have even some sort of trend line kind of holding the RSI up here. So it could be very interesting to see what happens if the RSI drops a little bit lower, tests this as some sort of support. Could we see some next leg up in the near future? Of course, no worries. If not, I do expect to see some sort of consolidation. So do not worry, do not fret whatsoever. If we sort of see the price do something like this, we just have to wait. We just have to be patient. We could see a couple more retests of that neckline, but eventually we're going to see that next markup occur, and it will be glorious here on Jasmy. I do believe it. I'm manifesting that 76 cents here on Jasmy, maybe even $1. That is a very nice psychological level price target to have. $1 here on Jasmy would be absolutely amazing. But the main takeaway from this video is do be patient. Now, as a summary of everything that I have said here, some of the price targets that I'm looking for are 8 cents here on Jasmy, potentially 12 cents, but that's not too major, that one I don't believe. 33 cents would be the next one up really, and then finally at 76 cents to $1. Of course, the main level to look out for is this neckline here, this resistance in gray, which currently sits at around 4.4 cents. So if the price does dip below it and doesn't go back above quickly, then we could lose this whole structure, which would be very, very sad. So really quite an important level to look out for. If I zoom in, you can see that there 4.3, 4.4 cents is the key level there. So of course, if price goes below and doesn't quickly go back above, then that would be a major red flag. So that's pretty much all I have to say in this video for Jasmy. Thank you so much for watching. Do let me know down in the comments what price targets you guys are looking for. If you have any questions, then feel free to reach out. But otherwise, have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in my next video.